Well, hello everybody. Tom Ballard here from JesusTrucksAndCoffee.com and of course the Jesus Trucks and Coffee podcast. I'm going to do a book review today. I had a chance last week to talk to the author of this book, and the book is called The Gospel According to Waffle House, written by Pastor Ronnie McBrayer. Ronnie pastors a church in Florida, a church titled Simple Faith. The name has a good point, and the point is made well in the book. I first ran into Ronnie's work finding his sermons online at his website. If you go to ronniemcbrayer.me, you'll find a link to quite a few things he does. A blog post called Keeping the Faith, a syndicated column, his work, some of his sermons, and some of his books. This is his latest book. We've been in touch for a while since he did the sermon series, and he finally agreed to be on the show. I will put links to that at Jesus Trucks and Coffee, and you can find that episode and listen to it. Ronnie was a neat guy on the show. The book it's an easy book. It's about 100 pages long. It's an easy read. I always tell truck drivers, readers are leaders, leaders are readers. You are not going to be a leader and at the top of your game in your ability to evangelize if you don't read, if you don't learn what's on people's minds, what people are interpreting, what people are seeing in the world around them. There's so much to learn, and we need to take time to do that. This is a good book with a good point. Unlike so many other books, it's not a condemning book. It's not telling you what you're doing wrong. What he's doing is making the comment that, you know what, maybe churches need to be a little more like the Waffle House. You go into the Waffle House, a stranger, somebody greets you with a smile, offers you a warm cup of coffee. You might not like everything on the menu, but there's something on the menu that you're going to like, and you are going to leave stuffed full, so full that you've got to go exercise it off. That's the way church should be. He has some very good points in here, and it's based around 5 points. The first point, it's about the people. The second point, it's about identity. We as a church, we as a body. Point 3, it's about simplicity. We make this so much harder than it needs to be, and we become the gatekeepers of heaven, and that's not our job. That's the job of God. It's about flexibility, and another one there, as you leave the table, which I thought was a pretty good chapter. I think it's a fun book with a point. I love books that don't condemn you. They leave you with more questions than answers. And not questions that he should have given the answer to, questions you leave with in your mind. What can I do differently? Am I watching for strangers? Am I reaching out to them? Am I giving them a hand instead of kicking them in the teeth saying, gee, I wish they weren't here? It's a very good book. It's a very edifying book. And it's also inexpensive. It's paperback. You can get it for under $10. You can get it off of my website, JesusTrucksAndCoffee.com, or the old website still up, JesusFreakTrucker.com. You can find it there. You can also find it anywhere in Amazon. I don't know if your local bookstore has it or not. It hasn't been out that long. I think it's a great book. I think it's a must-read, and I recommend you have the book, especially if you're in the wonderful world of trucking and trying to be a more effective evangelist on the road. This book will give you a lot of things to think about. It'll also give you some lines in to start discussion with people when you are trying to get a feel for where somebody is and start a discussion. You get some good ideas out of this book. So there you go. I give the book a total thumbs up. The Gospel According to Waffle House by Pastor Ronnie McBrayer. And again, Ronnie, thank you for being on the show. I pray his ministry is a stellar success, and I pray you find the book and you read the book. God bless drivers, and we will talk to you next time.